things. Hello, everybody. Welcome in. How's everybody doing? Oh, I still have snow up. Do I need to take the snow down or do we need to leave it up there? I mean, it is warm. I think... Okay, it is saying on the thermometer thing that Todd's got over on his desk, it's like 68 degrees outside. So it is nice. It's not too hot, not too cold. It is nice. Do you want to say, of course you did. So Jen just said, make me a VIP. So she is now going to be the VIP over on the Twitch side, which I do have to let you know whenever you do that. And if it automatically sets you up, like I think it does. It's kind of a Twitch internal thing. It takes away your, and I noticed this because it did it to me. It may take away your mod status because I think it only lets you be either a mod or a VIP. And I don't really know what the VIP does. So it's one of those things that I haven't made the time to learn. Anywho, how is everybody doing this morning? Has everybody's day getting off to a good start? 39 degrees in Kentucky. I don't live in Kentucky. I live in Florida, and that's one of the reasons why. I mean, you guys know I was just in Ohio. I'm sorry, it's freaking cold up there. I don't want to go there. Anywho, I think I do want a little bit of music, though. Do we need some music? I think we need some music. Oops, I got rid of the wrong one. Here we go. Now I can go up a little bit of music, not too loud. Anyhow, Carol says no. No to snow, no to cold, no to warmth. What are you saying? Oh, you're in Michigan? It's cold. We're not moving to Michigan. No way, no how. I don't have a problem visiting some of those places. I have to see what this is. How am I didn't put Stream Up Tips as a mod. I did join their thing, but now it says, remember to install our plugin. I do have a plugin. It must be something new. I looked at Andy's stream. He had something pinned, and I wanted to see what it was. So it's like, okay, I'll go do the thing because I trust Andy Lippy. And then now I'm getting these things in my chat on Twitch, and I don't really know why. Let me see what is new over there, because there's always something new over there. Says to install their OBS plugin. I've got the OBS plugin. See, this is the message. This versatile plugin is not only free, but also a must-have addition for streamers looking to maximize the potential of their streams and overall experiences in OBS. So that's great, but I have no idea how it's automatically posting into my stream. I have no idea. I don't want to block it because I don't want to do the thing, but I don't know why it's there either. So I'm going to have to discover the things. So if you are a streamer, if you do like using OBS for your live streams and such, check out Stream Up Tips. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, hello, Ms. Anticuti. Thank you for the 7-stream streak. That means she has been here every day since I came back from vacation. So thank you, honey. Most of you guys have, but just where she's doing it on Twitch and it counts it over there, and I don't know how to do. I have to figure out how to make a stream up. Look, okay, notebook time. Notebook time. More things I want to learn. And yeah, I have ideas, and then I don't have the time to get them done. So one thing I want to do, let me finish the note that I wrote yesterday and then wound up diving down a rabbit hole, and it still didn't work. Okay, so there's that one. And so this one is where I want to be able to do a stream streak on YouTube side. And I kind of have it in my head, kind of what I think the steps are going to be, but I need to actually put them in place. And it's a bit of a bear to work with because I don't really know coding and I have to guess at things. Okay, but that also means that when I have the time, I may decide to go do an online course thing that is supposed to be free because that's what Nettie said anyway. But do an online course thing that is teaching yourself how to code. And it's like, well, that would be cool. And it has assignments and things. It's like, well, you know, I kind of want to do that so I can see, you know, how to do the things better and faster and all the things. And it's one of those things that I took computer programming years and years and years ago. Like when I was in college, I did musical theater as my first major right out of high school. And my minor was in computer science because I had taken a basic programming class, which had just started. This is 1985, guys. So I was doing that. And I liked it. And when I kind of messed up with my sight singing and ear training, I have to say that slow because it sounds like you're saying, when I say it fast, sight singing and ear training, it sounds like you're saying sight seeing and air training. That's not what it was. But I got a D in that class and I don't do Ds. So I went ahead and changed my major over to computer science, and then I didn't finish. And then I wound up finally going back to school I went back to school for computer science again. And that's where I met my first husband, and then dropped out and then raised his kids and then went back to school for business admin. Lots of different things. Okay. 32 when you're left, and reset me for not viewing. Yeah, that's what happens. That's what happens, Jen. So Jen liked that she had a 32 stream streak. How about this? When I go on to some people because I don't see when they're live on Twitch, like Andy, because he gets started around like 4:30 or something in the morning, my time, and sometimes he's done by the time I get a chance to do, and I don't get a chance to go in there every day. I'm busy. I got stuff to do. I'm down. I think I'm at like 3, and that's because I've watched like 10 minutes of a couple different things. Like I have no idea what he was working on today. I thought he was working on creating stuff. I think he may have been working on something with a game, but I'm not sure because I'm not really into watching. I don't even know what game it was that he plays a lot of, but I'm not really into watching him play the games. I'm more into learning more things that I can do in OBS to make the fun effects like the little bar down there and just the pop-up thing and all those fun things. I like that. That's what I like. Okay, so I'm going to go continue down the chatty rabbit hole. Bonnie says, coding is neat, but can be very annoying. Period in the wrong place and bam, everything is broken. Exactly. So one thing I've been playing around with a little bit is using, and this is a part that's annoying for me, using AI to write the code for me. So I say, this is what I want to happen. It comes up with code. I even tell it which version of the software I'm using because StreamerBot has updates, OBS has updates, Social Stream Ninja has updates. They've all got different updates, and when they do, they change the background code. So in order to make things work together, I have to make sure the stuff knows which one I need if I'm wanting to try to write something in C# that I do not know to be able to see the errors. Well, yesterday, Gemini AI, for some reason, could not do URLs correctly. It kept telling me to make a change to the URL in the code, but it wouldn't show me what it was supposed to look like. Instead, it kept looking exactly the same. And then when I would paste back the error. It said, it looks like you still have it the same way. That's not what it's supposed to be. Change it to this, and it's not changed. So I got a little irritated with it yesterday. And then I recorded a video because I need to get that done. Okay. Yeah, I did like coding, and I did, and we didn't call it coding back in the day. It was just programming. It was just programming. You know, it was programming in BASIC or Fortran or COBOL or Pascal. I did all of those and didn't do a lot. Never got a job in them, but I learned them and got A's in all the classes. So that was always fun. But it was great the way they would give you a project and you would create it. It's kind of the same thing when you have a card sketch. You get a project idea. Here is your assignment. The card sketch is the assignment. This is what you're supposed to make. And then you make it with your own thing, right? We've got a lot more flexibility when it comes to making cards, though. And Deb says hello to Maureen. I'm going to stop talking about the boring stuff because I know y'all are bored with it. Christine says hello to Maureen. Deb says hello to Christine. Everybody's saying hello to all the people. Terry Cooper is feeding Rascal again. Jen says, be right back. Laptop gremlin. M. Shab, welcome. So they're saying they are behind on OBS also. I'm always wanting to do more things in OBS. I love it. And is a lot to learn. So if you're not already following Andy Lippy, and you're an OBS fan and a StreamerBot fan, check him out. He's got a lot of cool stuff. Check out his YouTube channel. He's got a ton of videos on there. Has not been doing as many lately because he's trying to figure out exactly what he wants to do because he does it full time. And yeah, it's just like anything when you're dealing with streaming and this content stuff. A lot of times if you're doing it full time, you're not making enough to support yourself. I'm trying just to make enough to support most of my product. Yeah, and then I have company help with some of the things yeah. So I do want to welcome you in because Emma Shab is brand new. I have not seen your name in here again. Carol says, I think I'll stick to cards and YouTube for now. Absolutely. I get it totally. I get distracted and go down so many different rabbit holes. Carol says, BA in psychology, master's in criminal justice, MBA in healthcare administration and marketing. Survived C++, Python, and R. 14 years in healthcare. I've never taken C++ or Python.
This important message. I love you. Now back to our show.
So when you heard me saying something about the programs and stuff, the last programming class I took was in 1989. Yeah. That one was where I met my first husband. I met him first day of COBOL programming. We get through the class. I'm helping him when we're doing all the things. And my instructor at the end of that term said that you do not belong in this school. You need to leave and go to this other school because I was in a privately accredited college and he told me that my credits wouldn't transfer, which is the reason that both me and Bob dropped out with the intent of going to a different school. But then we got married and then we got custody of his kids and then we moved to Florida and life happens. So I have not done another programming class since then. This was before I was willing to do any of this stuff inside the machine, before the plug and play of the components inside the box. So yeah, I think we had my first actual real computer. I had a Commodore 64 and then we got a PS1. So those are my first two computers. And there was a big gap in between those things. Yeah, life happens. Absolutely. Terry Cooper said, time to see if Santa was drunk. And I did not hear the music, so that means that I think Santa gave you coal. Oh, M. Chef says, I'm not sure when I followed. Been a while. Well, thank you, honey. I just don't think you've been in here chatting, so I appreciate you being a chatty chat today. We love having all the folks in here. Everybody give them lots of love. Go ahead, pop a bunch of hearts in there. Let's have it all over the screen. And then we're going to get started playing with today's Crafty Advent. Because today is day 9. And we're going to be playing with craft. I don't see any hearts yet. I know there's a delay, but come on. Jen, has Jen been naughty or nice? It looks like Jen has been naughty. No, that's Deb. Deborah is saying that it did the check. Deborah is getting coal. Well, you kind of need coal because... is it not working? Is it not working? Why is that not working? Is my emote wall not working? I know why it's not working. Dang it. Because of the stuff I was playing around with yesterday, I think my overlays have changed. Dang it. I have to fix that. So we're going to fix the hearts because we need the hearts over the wall. We need that. We need that, right? We need the hearts all over the screen. I'm gonna do this first because I can't see what I'm doing. I'm gonna let you look at the box instead of my face. All right, studio mode. Yeah, it's weird. It changed some things. So, okay, my Tangia overlay, where's it at? Which one is it? La la la. Be just a second, guys. The featured chat one is correct. How to correct? I have no idea. My overlay one. Why is my overlay one not showing as correct? I think I just need to add that bit to the end and it should work. Because I don't know where the thing is right now and I'm not going to look for it. Okay. So now we're going to try it again. Well, we have that little guy up there. Let me add a couple little things on there and see if it goes across the screen. Okay, looks like I broke it. Sorry, guys. I'm not going to take a lot of time. And I've been doing that lately. It's like I'll try it once. If I don't fix it right away, I'm not sticking with it because I don't want to take a lot of you guys' time. Okay, so Carol says, I use dies and stamps for cards, but I'm thinking of using AI and Canva for new designs just to see what they look like. Well, that's one of the things that I still need to go back and do because in one of the recent... Terry! Well, now at least it's just in the chat, that little twerking potato. Anyhow, one of the recent summits, I believe it was the Scrapbooking Fun Summit with Heather and Tracy. Heather did a class in that one all about how to use AI for card makers. And I do have the VIP pass, so I need to go back and check that out. And I haven't had a chance to look at it yet. Maureen wants to see if she's been naughty or nice. And she has been nice. Maureen has been great. Okay, thank you, Jen. Jen says, we love you anyway. Thank you so much, honey. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and open this guy up. Again, this is the Crafty Advent Calendar from Spellbinders, and we are on day 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8 was big. Where's was 8? 8 was there. Here's number 9. Uh-oh. It looks like Terry Cooper is, I hope the giveaway stuff works. It should. As of last night, that was what I was trying to work on, and I didn't get it changed the way I wanted to, but I did get it working. So it still worked, the last test. So if you want to go into the Tangia dungeon with her over on Twitch, too late now. All you'd have to do is do ! join. Did I get to play yesterday, Jen? I did do a recording of an unboxing. Anyway, here's number 9. We're going to go ahead and open that up. And I got myself a new craft knife from Altenew. And I don't think I'm going to... I have used it a little bit, and it does work great. Yeah, I do like it. So I did get this. I did get something else. I did do it, and I might bring it out. I haven't decided. I might bring it out, but I did do an unboxing. So this time, okay, you guys know that inside each of the windows, it tells us, like on here, on number 1, it showed us what we were going to play with, right? This one's blank. Does that mean it's empty? Probably not. Let's take a look and see what's inside. We have purple inside. We have purple sequins. We have a bunch of purple sequins inside. Okay. Do I have a container for them out here? Because I don't think I do. I'll just have to do that later. Oh, I do have one. I have a container. That's got a couple of blue ones in it, though. I will put those blue ones in with something else similar color just because it doesn't match that one, but we're going to do it anyway. So this means we are going to do something with sequins today. Shiny bling, yes. That night, if I have occasionally Titan is needed. Well, to be honest, on my other one, the one that I have so much trouble with where is it? I have it out here somewhere. With the other one, it always needs tightening and pretty much immediately loosens up every single time. So I'm hoping that this one is going to be better. And this may be too big. It may be too much to go in there, but we'll use some of them today. Yeah, I'm pouring them all out, and now it's getting stuck on the adhesive and all the things. That happens, right? Come on. I'm opening the container. It's like, open up. It's trying to fold shut. It's not wanting to go out.
Apollo just came in, jumped in front of the TV, meowed very loudly at you, and ran off to eat.
Okay, Apollo. Not sure what happened there. Look at that prettiness. Look at how pretty that is. Oh my goodness. Team Purple. I know. Tons better for Goodener. Jen, I have no idea what you just said. Those words did not seem to go together. Also has a little spout there, which some of these are too big. This is one of the containers from Glassboard Studios, by the way. And these are so big, they're not wanting to fit in there. That's okay. I'll use the other one. We'll do this. This little guy slips under the edge, and I can just go right in there. And then I can do that. One of the cool things on both of these, they do have those little ridges that are going to help us to keep everything arranged. And I think this really needs to go in that one instead of the magnetic. So I can pour it in here. It does have a bigger, gosh darn it. I'm still making a mess. That's okay. It's a bigger thing than when we tried doing, and this is not all going to fit in there. That's all right. That's all right. This is pretty though. So what do you think we should do with our sequence? I do still need to pull things out, and I told you it's not going to fit in here. This is like less than half of it. At least I got part of it put away, right? Someone says a Christmas tree. Jen wants a Christmas tree made out of sequins. Okay, we could possibly do something like that. But first thing what we want to do, and it may not work as well today because we already know one of the colors has to be purple, is our color deck. I've been using the color deck every day. So let's shuffle them up and grab out a card, and we may have to grab out more than one to find something that's going to work with that. Terry says shaker card, shaker card, shaker card. What kind of container am I using? Yeah, these are actually, let me see. Give me a second. I'm going to show you something I got off of Amazon, and I will find a link for you if you're interested. And I think I have another one. This one actually has some more empties. So this little suitcase looking thing has got lots of little containers that to me really look like Tic Tac containers. But this is basically made for you to hold beads or sequins or something like that. And it has this little case to put them all in one place. And I like that. What I have a habit of is I'll pull out a few and I'll put them in a drawer. And I'll pull out a few and I'll put them in a drawer because I'm using them for a little bit and then I don't use them all up and then I don't get around to putting things away. Same thing with all my other stuff. Terry Cooper says snow globe or snowman. That still sounds like a shaker thing. So we may do some kind of a shaker card. So I'm going to leave another one out. But first we need to shuffle some of these cards again and see what kind of colors. My color cubes are a Christmas gift, so I have to wait. I still have to pull out mine. I did finally take them out of the wrapper. Thank you so much, Ruth. And it inspired me to, because I looked at them, it's like, I've been saying I'm going to play with these. I'm going to use my color deck, and I never get around to doing it. And yeah, so I'm doing these for a bit, and then I'm going to start bringing out those. I think we go back and forth between the two because it's going to give you even more selection. The color cube itself has got each one in mine. I've got the original 1 and 2, and each one of those has got 250 cards. Yeah. So that means I can make a different project every day for over a year because I got 2 of them and it's over 500. Plus I've got all the ones that are in here, and the color deck came with 52. So that would be 1 a week. Plus I got the Christmas add-on. So I've got more than 50 here. I have not counted them. I don't remember how many were in the other, but Anyway, okay, so we're going to pick a card. Does anybody see anything? And then I'm probably going to, like I said, I'm probably going to have to do more than one because we have to match. We have to have something that the purple wood will work with. This is a nice lilac color. It is a real pretty one. So I'm kind of thinking, I do like the color theory. This has got a lot of things about color theory. Unlikely holiday colors. Okay, somebody said purple on the left, so you're thinking this one, so I'll pull that one out as a second. But this one, I'm reading the back of it because this is teaching us something every time you pull a card, and I think that's cool. Christmas isn't only red and green. Imagine a winter scene in coral or turquoise, a festive setting in copper and teal, a holiday story told in blush and charcoal gray. What happens when you break tradition and let new colors tell the story? We do that a lot. So this card has got a lot of the traditional, doesn't have anything that speaks purple to me. This one to me is orange and green and yellows, and those are lovely, but it doesn't really go along with the purple. So this one we're going to put to the side. We're going to look at the second one. This one has got analogous colors. If I said it right. Analogous colors are those grouped next to each other on the color wheel. Hey, Patty. You're not really late, honey. We're just picking colors, but we did open up the box for day 9, and we have got lovely purple sequins. So we're going to do something with that. But we're also pulling something out of the color deck, the DIY Spellbinders DIY color deck, to see what colors we want to work with. But it has to be something that works with purple. The first card we pulled out really doesn't match. Hello, Mouse. Welcome in. Welcome, welcome. Carol said, this year I have a white tree with blue and silver ornaments and white and blue lights. That is a gorgeous, gorgeous Christmassy, wintry color scheme. I love that one. I have always had a green tree. We used to, when I was growing up, my mom would, we'd go off into the woods somewhere and she would top a tree. Don't know who owned the property, nothing like that. My mom's been gone for a long time, so she can't get in trouble for what we did back then. But she would top off a cedar, and we would usually have like a 7 or 8, I think it had to be 7 feet. It basically went to the ceiling, and sometimes she had to cut it off a little bit shorter just to make sure that it fit in the house. So we always had a humongous cedar tree, and I got tired of buying them when I started buying Christmas trees because every year the prices would go up and we'd have to buy another one. So back in like 2000-ish, I bought one. I bought a artificial tree, and I've had that artificial tree ever since then. In past years, you guys have seen it sometimes up against the wall over there, bungee cord to the wall because we had cats, and I kind of want to go back to the real tree. However, I don't really want to spend the money on a real tree. It makes the house smell wonderful, but Todd's mom wouldn't be able to deal with it, but she's not coming here this year. I haven't convinced Todd that we need a tree. Last year, we looked at trees and didn't like any of the ones because he, of course, wants it to be nice and full, and he didn't like any of the ones we saw like at Lowe's and Home Depot, so we didn't get one. Anyway, back to this. Analogous colors are those grouped next to each other on the color wheel. Since they blend so well together, they are naturally harmonious and create cohesive and appealing designs. Now, with the cards, we don't have to use the front. We can just use the back, meaning I could just do purple and pinks. I could use 3 colors on the color wheel right next to each other that go along with this, because that one's about there. So we could do just purples, and I do have inks, but I kind of I'm wanting to stretch a little more, and using the color inspiration on there is teaching me to use color inspiration more. So let's see what it says. This is another one. This does not go with purple. It's pink and yellow. Okay, we're going to go again. I'm scrolling back up because Terry Cooper had one that she wanted me to pick. Last card on the right, because it has purple pointed to. Color theory, this one is about secondary colors, are created when 2 primary colors are mixed in equal proportions. For example, purple, green, and orange are the most familiar secondary colors. So primary is red, blue, and yellow. So red and blue make purple, red and yellow make orange, blue and yellow make green. So those are the secondary colors. Though they are called secondary, they can still take center stage. And this one, again, has got those colors in here. It's got a lot of green. Okay, we're having trouble finding any purple. My black cat goes in the tree. Yeah, I get it. I'm going to wind up putting all of those right back in. Okay, color and history. Red ochre found in prehistoric cave paintings is one of the oldest pigments still in use. Since then, the history of color in art has been an ongoing discovery from the Renaissance to Impressionism. Artists were and still are experimenting with color. This one may work. It doesn't have purple, but it does have the blues. So I'm thinking that the purple sequence could possibly work with that one, but I'm going to pull one more. Let's do one more shuffle, because maybe they're just not in a good spot. I don't know. My hands are getting used to doing the shuffles. These are really big cards. I'd say they're probably twice as wide as a regular deck of cards, but hello, Miss Carmen. Okay, white space. White space is a key principle in design. It's the absence of any element in a specific area. It's also referred to as negative space in photography and art. White space can play an active role in your next project. Try using white space as a place to let the eye rest before moving on to your focal point. Focal points stand out more when they are given less room to breathe. Oh, I'm sorry. Focal points stand out more when they are given a little more room to breathe. I do white space a lot. I also do solid color in the background anyway. That's what I was struggling with yesterday so much, is that the background was so busy, it was harder to use. That's probably one reason why I don't use patterned paper backgrounds as much. Okay, so this one we've got some pretty blues again, so that one would possibly work as well. This one is a sketch to jumpstart your creativity. To me, it looks like a bunch of oranges. And of course, if you turn it upside down, it does the same thing. And this one has got purples in it, purples and pinks. So you guys have to let me know 1, 2, or 3 for the color scheme to go along with our purple. What do y'all think? I'm putting these other ones back in here, and I'm going to shuffle them up again. Hey, Nerdy.
I love you. Now,
welcome in, Nerdy. Welcome, honey.
Welcome,
Deb says, wondering where the Ronin is today. He pops in when he wants to. Yesterday he came by into the chat a little bit, not into the voice chat, but the little chat. But he did come into the chat for a little bit, and then he went and took a nap. I don't know why he was so tired, but he probably was playing games too late into the night. He has been doing that with a lot of folks. That's the thing. Okay, so far we have Nerdy says 3, Deborah says 3, Christine says 2, and Ruth says 2. So far nobody wants the pink. Okay, we'll take the pink off. So to me, these are both very, very similar. So it looks like we're going to be using some blues. Okay, so I'm going to count both of them together. And since we're doing sequins, I think I do want to do a shaker card. And the easiest way to do a shaker card is going to be with one of the A2 size shaker acetate sheets. So we're going to do a background that's going to be kind of the blues, I think. And then we can put this over the top, and then we can put something on front for a focal image. How does that sound? Okay. And I think I'm going to use one of these for a frame around it too. And I know what I need to do. What I need to do is I need to use some things in this little bag. We're going to use stuff in this bag tonight, because I haven't been doing it and I need to do these. And tonight is not an advent calendar one. This is my club kit from these are my clubs from Spellbinders for December. I've already shown them once. We had a video last week, so we're going to go ahead and look at these again. I have an idea, but we have got, we used this one already. This one is the Unlock My Heart 3D embossing folder, which y'all can't see. Let me bring things around again. Okay, so now you can kind of see it. You still can't see. It's got little hearts and locks and keys and all. It's very fun texture. Okay, so that's the 3D embossing folder. The 2D embossing folder is called Sweet Stems, and it has got it's got flowers, and then it's got little hearts on a stem like it's a flower. So I think this is going to be cool. Christine likes the green that's in this, so I think I want to use this. We also have, this one is Sentiments, which I think I've already read off. This one is the stencil that we already did. And then we have these guys. So first off, this one, which in my video I was incorrect, by the way. This is not swaddling. This is basically, you're going to a spa day. That's what that is. That is a spa day. So we've got a bunch of fun things for that, including little cucumbers for your eyes. Okay, we've got a Better Press of the Month, which is a pretty heart. We've got Glimmer of the Month, which is also hearts, basically hearts and little, which to me look like rainbows. We've got the Die of the Month, and I want you guys to remember this stuff because we're going to be playing something with this tonight. Okay. Okay, I have to take care of that. Why is StreamUp doing this? I don't want that happening. I'm going to block it for the moment. No, I don't want to block that. I don't know. I will figure it out. But now it's wanting me to promote Waldo. I don't know how they did that. That is so weird. I don't have their channel up, nothing. I don't think. Let me just double check. It's not on that one. It's not on that one. Not on that one. Not on that one. I don't have it up. And it's not listed on my mods. I don't think. Maybe it's done something inside of StreamerBot. Doesn't show us any of the actions in my StreamerBot. I have to find out about that. It's okay for now. It's all right. It'll be okay. Don't have any idea why it's doing it. All right. Sorry, guys. I got a little distracted there because I'm not expecting that to pop up in my chat. It's like, I don't understand. And it is showing up on both sides of the chat. So I don't know how that's doing. StreamUp Tip says follow Waldo for some spooky horror games and anomaly games. It's like, that's not what I want to do. All right. Okay, so we've got that. Then we've got this one, which is Better Together, that has got owls and otters. And I think that is so cute. Then we've got this one, which I had to go and look to see what this was. This is a slipper. This is a little bear slipper and a mask. And both of those, I think, are stinking adorable. So I'm thinking this is the background. So that'll be our hearts. And then maybe doing the slippers. Or where's my other one? Did I lose things again? Yes, I did. Oh, they're sticking together. Slippers or an owl or an otter or something for the front. Terry Cooper likes the idea of the mask. Okay. So I'm going to keep these out. I'm going to put the rest of this stuff away. And I'm going to leave out these sentiments because that'll be good for the top. But we will be playing with this again tonight, okay? And Kelly tried to, hi Kelly, Kelly tried to share a bunch of things on the thing, and of course didn't know that I broke it. I broke it yesterday. So things that some of the effects are broken. I have to go back and fix them. Anyhow, alrighty. So we're going to start off with our embossing folder. I don't need my little, well, I could use this in a bit. For right now, I'm going to use my big Platinum 6 because we need to do the embossing. So if you're wanting to use an embossing folder in your crafting, you do need to have one of the bigger machines. For the other stuff, you don't, for all those little die sets we've got, you don't need it because you're not going to be using something that big. All of the things in the Advent Calendar you can use with your Scout. So here's my embossing folder. Do I have any light purple that will match, or even blue? We could do blue. I just have to see whether or not, first off, it does go along with that, but you can kind of see them, but not as much. I kind of want to have it lighter so you can see more. Now this one is probably, oh, that one, the contrast is good. Okay, we're going to do this one as being our background panel, and I want it to be seen, which is why I'm doing it this way. I want the sequins to be seen. Because I have done it before where the sequins, you really couldn't see them. This one, we just need to do, by the way, if you want to know how to do anything with your Platinum 6, the instructions are right on the platforms. I think this is a wonderful thing that Spellbinders does for us. And this is not letting me reduce it any. I guess I'm going to need to adjust the light because the light is just too bright right now. Let's go down. This might be too much. We're going to see. Okay. So to do a regular, this is die cutting. This one is embossing. So this is the sandwich that you use. Oh, that's not the right one. This is the one I need. That one is for embossing a cut shape. This one is where to do a regular one, you have the cutting plate, platform base, platform top, embossing folder with your cardstock, and a cutting plate. So you got to remember to put platform top in there. And we've got our, kind of want this at an angle. I do a lot of them where they're straight on, but if it's at an angle, it kind of gives it a little extra, a little bit of a different look. So this is what it would look like if that, I wanted it at the other angle. Not that it matters. Let's see. That's the bump side. Okay, this is actually good. Oh, and something else that I didn't realize, or I should have, this side is going to be the part that's embossed. This side is going to be the one that's debossed. So on the Spellbinders one, if it has the label on here, if it has the word on there, that's going to be the part that's embossed. So that's going to be the part that's raised. So our hearts are going to be raised on this side. So that is the angle it'll be at. That machine is on your list for next year. Perfect, Chris. I mean, the little Platinum 6, I mean, the little Scout is awesome. But if you want to do, or if you think that you will want to do hot foiling or embossing with the big folders, or 3D embossing with the big folders, you're going to want one of the bigger machines. So there we go. That is our lovely panel. Okay. So we've got that. And I think this time I'm going to do something that's not normal for me, and I'm not going to add any color. Well, I could add a little bit of color around the edges. If I do a frame, let's take a look at the frames. The frames I want to use are from Linear Touch, Rectangles, and Tags. So, sorry about that. So this one just adds the fluted edge and makes it so it is an exact A2 size, which we have our A2 marks in here. So right here on my Glassboard Studio mat, it says 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, so that lines up perfect. But I also want to have this just as a frame. So there's this one piece that goes inside that's going to basically make a frame that's got a fluted edge. And y'all have to tell me, what color do we need to use to make it go along with this? I'm going to see if I can hit the right button to go back out to the thing. There we go. So this blue kind of goes along with the leaves that are on her shirt. So we could go a teal-ish. We could go darker blue. We could go green. I'm kind of leaning towards the darker blue around the edges. So y'all have to tell me what you think. I think that would be nice. Actually, that is perfect. So that's what I'm going to do. Executive, it's decision. Taking back out my Platinum 6. Let's move these out of the way. And for you guys that may not know it yet, I have been going back in after the fact and updating the supply list and everything on the videos. It's not accurate right now because, of course, I didn't know what I wanted to do or what we were going to use. I mean, if you're not opening up the box, you don't know what's in there. There is a link, or should be a link for the Advent calendar itself, which it's probably out of stock, but okay, now the card is right about the right size for that outside layer. Anyway, do I have a dark purple? Unfortunately not. The only way I'm able to make purples is by doing, my brain just stopped. Creating it myself right now with inks. And I think I'm probably going to do that for the focal image, but I kind of like this blue. I'm kind of trying to pull in those different colors from the image there. So I'm going to do the navy for we're going to do the navy for the navy for the frame, and then we can bring in some purple to go along with this as part of the front of our card. I do have the 3 different colors of Simon Hurley purple. That's what I was trying to say. So I can make some card to match it, or I can color the images with that. And somebody said that they want me to do the mask, so I may do the mask and slippers. Haven't decided yet. So I've got those, and I'm going to put this one right in the middle. The only reason I taped it on there is because this outer frame is right at the edge of my card. I'm going to pop that in. So this is going to be a frame, and we're also going to wind up cutting a smaller rectangle that I can use on another card out of that navy. You can also use your magnetic. Yes, words are absolutely always hard. You can also use your magnetic magic mat for this. I'm just using some tape. And we're going to go ahead and run that through. And that's going to give us a fluted frame to go around. And behind, it's going to go actually over our shaker window. Okay, so I think that looks nice. Let's go ahead and do the shaker window real quick. So this is, it says it's recommended for a panel that's 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. So it's a little tiny bit smaller than the A2. So I'm going to trim my A2 light blue panel down so this will fit better. And this is going to give it a little room so it'll actually let it shake a little bit more. Hi, Lisa. No worries, honey. Thank you for being here. So it said on the package, and again, this is the one from Rabbit Hole Designs. I got these from Pearblossom Press, or you can go to Rabbit Hole Designs. I don't know if I've got a link for them directly. I just have to find it. So it says 4 1/8. This is just a little tiny trim by 5 3/8. 1, 2, 3. So it's just a hair, just about 1/8 of an inch smaller than 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. This also, if you look at it, it is a little bit, yeah, it's kind of dingy. That's because there is a film over the top. And I think the film's on this side. Now this is the side that's got the adhesive. So that film should be on the other. And I'm always afraid when I'm taking this kind of film off of anything that I'm going to scratch the part that does not want to be scratched. So when I take the film off, that's just there to protect it. Now it is nice and clear. Also going to use a little bit of anti-static on the inside. Yeah, I know. I'm not really using much. I'm just using a little bit, and I'm using my anti-static tool from Rabbit Hole Designs. I can smell the powder. It's a nice smell. It's like baby powder smell. And then just wipe that off. And then we can put it on there. And we're going to put this on 3 sides to start off with. So I'm going to start off with just removing the release paper from one side. And then I can line this up. I'm going to have it down at the bottom. So I'm going to line that up with the bottom. I probably should have folded these first because there is a score, but they're not. I desperately need to practice shaker cards. I totally suck at them. Honey, we need to just do more of them. I mean, I need to practice lots of things. You guys have been getting to be some of my practice. Now, this one, the Infinity Shaker, is one of the easiest ones to do. You can do it real easy with a pre-done thing. It's just like with everything else. I tell you that sometimes just having the tools is the great way to go. You can use your some of your packaging that you've got, but I would recommend see if you can use some where the plastic is a little thicker. This plastic that's on here, that is surrounded these. This is actually a decent plastic to use, but it is a little thin, which means it's not going to look as good. Using a stronger acetate will. I've even used, and still do to this day, I use sometimes, the acetate that I use is transparencies. It's not as thick as what some of the ones that are more specialty, but the thing is I bought a bunch of it at the time when I did. So I've had it in my stash for a while. It's not as thick as what I'm using here today, but it still works. And you can score it and fold it to basically make your own DIY Infinity Shaker pouch. Okay, so that is one way to go. My problem with a lot of different interactive cards is I just don't think about doing them often enough. And that is one of my goals to change. So you will be seeing more interactive and more fun folds. You're going to see a lot of that kind of stuff coming up in 2026. Right now, I don't. So this is, oh, dummy me. I was thinking I was turning it around so it was top and bottom, but you know what? You have both ways are the same because you've got somewhere the heart is facing that way, and then you have it upside down right beside it. So it doesn't matter. Both sides are the same. That is cool. I'm going to go ahead and put some sequins in here. Let me use the spout so it's going to be more controlled. And sequins and stuff, you don't have to use them inside a shaker. You can use them as accents and that sort of thing. Okay, looks like, okay. I'm going to have to fix this. This whole side, it's where the adhesive is seen, and I don't want the adhesive. The adhesive is now attached to the sequins. Oh no. You just spent an hour die cutting and just knocked over the holder and lost them all. You probably didn't. I'm sure you didn't lose them all, honey. It's just where they are now on the floor, and you've got this. So this tells me I probably either need to fold this a little further, or my card is actually too small. Come on, let go. I don't know if I can fold it any further so that it doesn't have that adhesive on there showing. There we go. I think I just folded a little bit tighter, and not really. There, you can probably see there's still some adhesive there. It's okay. It's okay. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take this again. Okay, it looks like I just took care of that adhesive on the inside, because that's another thing that this does. The anti-static powder tool does really good. The anti-static powder tool does a really good job of unsticking or putting a layer of powder over the stick. Okay, so we have some of those. I think I want to pull in some other colors though. We do have blue in here, so why not grab some blue sequins to go along in with our purple. That's red. This one is, ooh, this one's got a blue, green, purple mix in there, and iridescent. And I might do some gems. I haven't decided. I'm pretty sure I got these from Spellbinders 2 last year and haven't used them. So I'm creating my own little mix there. I think that's probably going to be enough. So let's go ahead and remove the release paper. And then I'm going to try shaking this enough to make it so that everything is more, kind of all over the place throughout, and more level instead of it all being bunched up at the bottom. Okay, so now we have us a nice little shaker, and it does smush flat, which is good. And then I want to add this to the top. So to do that, I'm going to use some double stick tape. And why not? I'm going to use some that I haven't tried before from Alta New. And that's just because this one is a 1/4 inch and most of what I've got is a thinner bit. And to adhere this one down, I'm just going to go over this entire, let's take my yellow tape off. I'm going to go over going to go around the edges on this one. And this is a little more than a 1/4 inch, so this 1/4 inch tape should work fine. And this is pretty. I like this little knife. I was really surprised at how well it cut. I went ahead and cut out the image of a knife that was on the cardboard packing, and it's like, this is cutting so good. You know how, and I just ripped that out. That's okay. Nobody's going to know except the person who gets this, because they will have seen me make it. But you know what? I think you guys are okay with that. I just ripped my card. The little fluted pieces definitely do make it a little bit, yeah, it tears easier because we've mutilated the cardstock in there. Okay, the release paper rips nicely. Yes, I'm trying it out and seeing, do I like it? Thank you for the little cocoa mugs, Jen. Another way that you could make basically the same type of shaker would be to make a window like what we've got here. I think I'm gonna hope that's gonna match. Okay. Is to make a frame out of some kind of a window die. So this would work great for that. You do multiple layers of it, glue them all together, and then adhere adhere a sheet of acetate behind it. Want to make sure that it's actually straight. And there we go. I think that is about right. Okay. Hopefully that is right. I'm going to go ahead and burnish down all the sides except for the one with the rip because I might need to adjust it. Lisa said, when you use the knife, does the blade come loose? Like, I hate that about my X-Acto knife. You mean my blue one I always use? I just got this one actually yesterday. So to tighten it, this part down here at the bottom is how you would loosen and tighten it. It also came with a bunch of extra blades. So far, like I said, this is basically my first day using it. I did have it come a little bit loose once, and I think that's because I had accidentally turned this. But it was easy to redo. So if I turn it, here we have the blade there, and it just slides right in. I'm putting it all the way in and then just tightening it up at the bottom. And now it's fine. So far, it feels really nice, and it does feel nice and sharp. So I haven't tried cutting myself. I don't want to do that. But cutting through some, I don't want to cut that either. Let's see. Do I have any card? Here we go. This is the package that it came in, and right here was an image of the blade, so I cut it out and it actually turned out nice. It actually got everything on there really nice. And I think it's actually easier to control. One of the things I noticed about my other one is, like, if I would be doing this and putting some decent pressure down, the blade would wobble. It's like sometimes it would be going further and sometimes it wouldn't. So that means it was hard to control because the blade was never really stable. And I didn't do a very good job of cutting the circle. But that's just but it cuts out really, really nice. And it feels good in the hand too. This is kind of it's like a rubbery, it's not really squishy, but it is kind of nice. But yeah, so far I'm liking it. If I decide that I really do like it, believe me, it's going to have a place in the video description as one of the affiliate links, because if I decide I like it, yeah. Hey, Miss Ruth, how you doing, honey? Okay, that did not burnish down. Let me try that again. One thing I don't like about a lot of tapes is how the release paper doesn't want to let go of the tape. And that's why I always burnish them down. So far, those two look good. Oh, I actually did the bottom and the side, and I didn't mean to do that. Okay. Since I did that, I'll go ahead and take off a third side, and then the last one I can make sure that everything is lined up before I do the attachment. And I like using double-sided tape when I'm doing anything on plastic. So I find that it does tend to adhere better. Okay, that feels right. I'm trying to make sure I go all the way to the edges. Okay, and then I'll just take off the last one, and we should be good to go here. And then we can work on whatever we're putting on the front. Actually, I still need to adhere this down straight onto a card base. But here is our shaker window. Our shaker window is done. Recorded my opening video for my Joy Extra today. Awesome. So you did an unboxing today. Fabulous. I recorded an unboxing yesterday. Y'all want to see what I got? I'm going to give you a sneak peek, but I don't think I'm going to wait. I might use it sometime today, but I haven't decided. I'll put that one back in the case. I'm going to leave this one out. I'm going to leave this out too, because I am going to finish filling that up so that we've got all of our shaker bits. But isn't that cool? So you guys said, someone said, they like the idea of the mask. Okay, I'm cleaning up. I'm sorry. I can't do this. I have been noticing lately that although I have more space, I'm filling up the area right beside me and it's causing anxiety and I don't like that. So sweet stems. I don't like the anxiety thing. It's just good. It's like, I need to move all the things so that I have space. So just like I tell you all the time, I definitely need to reorganize all my stuff. I just have not had time to do it. I mean, yesterday I got irritated with myself because I was working on OBS stuff and then I didn't get done completely what I want to get done. I still need to today in between lives, I plan on recording my Pearblossom Press design team project, because that one is going up on the 11th, which means tomorrow I need to actually have I have to have it completely finished tomorrow, so I need to edit it tomorrow. I don't think I'll have time to record and edit between now and 4:30 when I get together with you guys again, because it's Tuesday and I have not done Tuesday videos, Tuesday live streams in a bit, so we need to do that today, right? Y'all don't want me to go live again tonight, do you? Tell me in the chat if you want me to go live today or tonight. This is going to be so cute. So someone was saying they wanted the mask, so we could do the mask. I kind of want to do the bunny slippers too. Or, I'm sorry, bear slippers. Hey, Miss Linda. Danielle says yes. Lisa says fine with me. Christine says yes. And Ruth is saying hello to all the Twitchy people. Lisa says, I just craft with you. Well, thank you, honey. I think this is going to be cute. So, in these, we've got lighter colors. So I'm kind of thinking, this one also, I do kind of like the way that it's got a lot of white in there. So maybe I'll do the slippers. Well, it is a bear. Tonight is after your bedtime, Ruth. That means you can come back and see the replay. Jen says, no live, said none of us ever. Oh, she didn't say ever this time. She said none of us. Okay. Alrighty. I'm going to pull out my scrap bin because I need to start using the stuff in my scrap bin again. Lately, I've been using just regular. I think I might have off-white in here, which I think will be nice for the bear. Where it'll still be white, but not quite. That one is probably too yellow, so I may have to just add some color. And that I can definitely do. Yeah, the off-white is more of a beigey. Yeah, I don't really want to do that one. So, let's see. What do I have here? Will this work for the bear? Barely. Barely. That'll work. Okay, so we've got that one. The other dies are for the ears. I'm going to take out a couple pieces of this for the white. And we're going to die cut those. And then, let's see, what colors of blue and purple do I have for the mask? So this one is the blue bag. That blue would go along with the colors that are in here, but I think it means we probably need to bring in some green. I can try it with that one, and I've got a light blue. I know the light blue will go with those colors of blue. So we can do for both. Actually, that kind of looks cool. And then if I do, I think I have an idea. I think I have an idea for the die cutting. So we're going to do it and we're going to see what it looks like. And if it doesn't look right, then I can just cut them again out of another color. And I just realized my music is not there again. I must have changed screens or something. There we go. Now we have some music again. A little bit that I can't hear. There we go. Now I can hear it. So first up is our little bear. I got those bags as well. The color of the zipper is the color of the scrap paper inside. Yes and no. On mine it's not, because I have more of some colors than not, and I'm using them for everything. I use those bags for all of my, I use them to hold on to what is coming up. So right now I've got a bag that has all of my December. Well, you just saw that's the December clubs. And then I've got one for the January clubs and the February clubs all filled up because I just opened the box yesterday. Yes. I've got one that has projects that I've done for summits. So I've got them hopefully together for when the thing happens. Actually, I think I have one. Yeah, I have done one project video for a summit that is coming up in February. So that one's in that bag now. But it gives me a home to put the things, so I hopefully won't lose them, because I have done, I don't want those colors. I have done, yeah, I've been dumb. I have been dumb. I've done summits where I lost the, I kind of lost the project before it was time to do the live that I was going to do for the summit. So it's like, I don't know where my card is. Sorry. And it may be that I gave it away. I have no idea. Okay, we'll do that one. And then I'll do the outside and the light. I'm probably going to do the same thing in reverse. Oh, by the way, many of you may not know, if you did not go over to Mary's live stream on Twitch yesterday. But hey, Sharon, our buddy Mary got what they call affiliate status over there, which means she just got monetized on Twitch yesterday. And I went ahead and subscribed to her channel today. So I am one of her founding members, or founding, yeah. Oh, that's a little bitty heart. That's cute. I'm one of her founding subscribers. Her very first one was our own Anne Marit, because Anne Marit loves us. So if you haven't already gone over and followed her, be sure to do that. Give her lots of love. She's working so hard to get this thing moving, and she did get to that point on Twitch. It's like on YouTube when we say that we get monetized because we did the 1,000 subscribers, yada yada yada. On Twitch, they have different criteria. That is number of followers, how many hours that you did in streaming time over the last month, I think it is, and how many average viewers you've had on your last so many streams. So she just got to affiliate status yesterday. If you want to give her some support, go over there and subscribe to her channel as well. Everything that you do like that helps each of us to grow and be able to provide more content and get better at all the things for you guys. We do this for you. So there's our mask. Isn't that cute? I think, did it have eyes? No, it did not have eyes. I have to remember what these pieces are for. But this part here is to be, is for the back of our slipper. I need to look at the picture again. I looked it up because like, I don't know what this one is for, but it is so cute, right? Let me see. Do I still have that pulled up so I can see it? And this is just seeing what other people have done. And that's kind of one of the things I like to be inspired all the time. And this definitely helps. Why in the world would I have shut that part down? Let me open it back up again. I do know I need at least, well, let's see what this one looks like. So if we have this in the, it is enough of a contrast and it's similar enough color where it's going to be, I think it'll work. I think I'm going to do another one that's in the opposite and then I can have more than one on there and that's going to be cute. Danielle, thank you. She just did a 7-stream streak. Yay! There are ears. Yes, there are ears. Here's the ears. So we do have ears too. This part I'm not 100%. I mean, we've got a little heart. The heart is cool. The other part looks like it could be arms or something, but oh, I know what that's for. That's for the straps. This part is for the straps for the for our thing. Yeah. Okay, so I need to cut this one out of the darker color too. Okay. So I have the darker color here. And so it matches there. It needs to have the darker color. I need to cut another one of our little face out, which is the reason. Yay. Thank you, Jen. So she's going to have a bunch of subs over there when she goes on. I'm assuming she's going on with another one of the, excuse me, another one of the, she's been doing the Advent Calendar series too. And you know she loves shaker cards. So you know that that's what she's going to be doing today. She loves, loves, loves shaker cards. Okay, do that. And then I need some more of the lighter color for this one because it's going to be opposite of that.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message. I love you. Now back to our show.
Thank you, Mouse. Thank you so much, hon. I do need the slipper part. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut it out of the same color and then I'll just color it a little bit different. Did she load her intro? I have no idea. One thing that I've never gotten around to doing is they have where you can do like a teaser video or something like that. And I have never gotten around to doing that either. I'm back. Sorry, had to see how my die set goes together. Understood, because you know what? That's what I do too. And I could go ahead and do the ear. I kind of want to do the ears out of different colors. I can color them though. So there's one ear. There's one. Oh, there's two pieces to the ears. There's the inside and the outside. Does that fit that way? Yeah, that'll fit that way. And this one will fit this way. And then we will just cut all of that.
It's delicious, Auntie Cootie.
But yeah, I am very proud of Mary getting to that point. And I found out because she sent me a message saying thank you because I've been redirecting, or I'm sorry, I've been rating her on Twitch all last, I think most of last week. So we've been rating off to her every day. So if you want to go and support her too, or even just say hi, make sure that you're on Twitch. You're on my Twitch channel in the live stream over there when we get done. So like if you're just watching on YouTube, which I totally understand because there's no ads, but if you're on YouTube side, be sure to pop over to the Twitch side too, and then we'll go ahead and rate off to her and give her a bit more love. Okay. And then we have this one. So we have 2 masks. These are going to go with this one. So I need another set that's going to be the lighter. I have one little face. I have the other face. So it's 2 slippers. And we have little bear ears. So We have one set of those. I need another set of the ears. So these will be a different color going on there. Oh, thank you for the follow. Thank you so much, Mouse. Fabulous. Thank you. And then this piece goes under there. So you get which kind of slipper it is. It's not the warm and fuzzy one because your feet are cold. This is where you are at the spa. You're at the spa. You don't have to have them with the little face. You could have them just as plain, like poofy pink slippers or something. So this is going to be a little versatile, but you can have it with the cute little faces. And I'm pretty sure, haven't tried it, but how much you want to bet that the Cozy Toes slippers and Cozy Toe Friends would probably fit on here fine too. So you could do just with this one little piece, make it into a different style of slipper. Thank you, Sharon. Okay. I don't need this one now. I'm going to take the things off and put them in one of my magnet things for the ones I don't need. I need to do this one again. I need to do those again. I need to do this again. Do not need to do that one again. Do not need to do the face again. All right. So now I just have to find the colors. So for this one, I need to do the light blue. Scissors. And Carol's over on Twitch too. Thank you, hon. And I just remembered what I was going to do. Dang it. I didn't do it yet. Where is the page? One thing I wanted to do today. That's a pretty horse. Sorry. Anyway, I was looking at one of the things that popped up on my influencer thing. I didn't even know that was one. Maybe I'm not getting it. That's okay. I thought I had that open. It's not that one. Here we go. I wanted to do my 35% discount today because I've got a few more days that I need to use it before the end of the year. So we're going to do, if you want to get, I'm going to go ahead and start the discount right now. I forgot. I was going to set it up, but the countdown starts when I do it. So for the next 7 hours, this is through the end of our stream tonight, through around 7 o'clock, because I'm going to try to finish up that early. You can sub to my channel on Twitch at a 35% discount. It says 35% off, 5 plus gift subs. I don't know how it works. Anyway, I just did the thing. So y'all can do that over there if you're interested. If you're not interested, no worries. Okay, I need another one of those. And I need the bear ears, which it probably would have been easier for me to just color the paper before doing this, but that's okay. And of course, now that I'm sliding things around, everything is moving all over the place. That's all right. This is one reason why I usually have my die cutting machine up here before I start putting things on my platform. All right. Let's go with that. And we have the other back of our slipper and our other ears. And now I have to decide what colors do I want to use for our little bear slippers. And I think before I get started with that, I'm just going to go
Discord
ahead.
told me yesterday I have 3 top Discords I consider home. They were yours, Ryan's, and Elizabeth's. That sounds right.
Thank you, Terry. Lisa says 35% off what, who, what, and where. Over on Twitch. If you go over onto Twitch, let me see, where is my thing? I've got the wrong one up. It should be, I'm going to refresh, so hopefully it shows me. Well, it should be over there. I don't know. Why isn't it there? Do I need to do something? I might need to do something. I'm sorry. But it is over on Twitch. I just have to see, do I need to put up a little ad thing? Because I didn't. I've opted in. Promo appearance. Banner will automatically appear in your gift subscription area below the channel when you start the promotion. So, let me go to my channel. There's a kitty. The bad part is I keep losing where the thing is. Okay, so if you're on Twitch, let me go ahead and show you what this looks like. Assuming it comes up. Okay. And now we've got a lot of stuff going on in the background. Right here underneath, I'm going to scroll up. Underneath the beginning part of the thing, and first off, it has here 35% off gift subs. And this one has got 35% off gift subs. So if you want to do a gift sub on my channel, you get a 35% discount on them. That's what it says. So hopefully that helps. Again, it's not anything that you have to do, but if you want to support me, and this is a way to do it where it costs you less. I'm also planning, and you guys will have to tell me what you think. I joined the Extra Life team, or an Extra Life team, about a month or so ago, and I haven't done anything yet. Extra Life is where you can donate to children's hospitals. So I'm probably I want to set that up. I haven't gotten around to setting up the things. I mean, it's there where you can do it, but I don't have anywhere set up yet for y'all to see where to go to do it. So I think I'm going to have some Extra Life streams. It's usually gamers, but I don't do the games. I'm going to do this, but it'll have a banner, and I think that'll probably be something that if you're wanting to give back to the community, the hospital that I will be supporting is the one here in Orlando area. And that's the Arnold Palmer I don't know what it's called anymore. It's still the Arnold Palmer. My husband used to do stuff with them, and it was the Hospital for Children and Women. And it's been a couple of different names because that's what they do. They kind of change their names. Look at this. But I think I want to do that one. Yeah, it's a sub to my channel. And Ryan is right. Well, we both joined the same person's team at the same time. I just haven't put up the banners and stuff to make it so people can actually donate. I did one a couple of years ago when I was on a different person's team, and it really didn't get a whole lot of traction because we already do things to give back to the community, but we usually do them in the form of card making and supporting people in that way. So I didn't do a lot because I already know that, you guys are already, why do I have blue ink all over myself? I haven't been using anything with ink. Look at that. Somehow I got, and I'm getting it on things. That's got a little bit of blue, I don't know. Maybe it is water reactive ink, and I will try to clean that off and see what happens. It might be from a pen that I didn't think I had been using today. I don't know. That pen's not open. I also just noticed that the adhesive is squished. Oh, I know why. That's because the box inside it has got little ridges in there where everything's supposed to go. Anyway, I'm rambling. Oh, I just noticed something. Do I need to do this? Do I need to put hearts on the masks? Because that just means I need to cut some more hearts out. So I'd have 2 on there. What do you think? I think I do. That'll be cute. Okay, that needs foam. I'm going to go ahead and do this. Jen says yes. Hearts on the mask. Yes, that's cute. It's probably what it was designed for. And of course, I don't look at the instructions very well. I try to do everything from just on the fly. And that's what I kind of try to do. I try to do it kind of on the fly and using, that's where it is. Okay, I see it now. That means something leaked in one of my buckets because there's where the ink that I was getting off my fingers is. Now I know where it came from. That makes me feel better because now I know what I can do to get rid of it. Foam, foam, foam. Okay, so we have this one. I have to clean that off because it's bugging me. And or use my other scissors. Y'all like that little guy, don't you? I keep dropping this heart. Why do I keep dropping the heart? Don't go breaking my heart. Okay, we have another Tangia dungeon going on over on the Twitch. So if you'd like to join Miss Terry Cooper, type !join in the chat on Twitch to get in on that. It does not work on the YouTube side, unfortunately. It only pulls from the Twitch side, and I don't really know how to go about fixing that. Back to scrapping. Thank you so much for the follow. Okay, so I have to make more of those little hearts. Okay, before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put together what I've got because otherwise I'm going to lose pieces, and I know it. You know why I know it? Because I'm Debbie J, and that's what I do. And that I evidently left crooked last night. That's my fault. That little mask is so cute already, though. Isn't that cute? I love that. It is adorable. All right, we got to cut. Need to put them on this one too. Dang it! Thought I was done, and I'm not. And I have to put the other heart on that doesn't have any foam on it yet. What do y'all think? Do you think this is cute? Oh, and my music is gone again. I know why. It's because I changed scenes again. That's what happens when I start trying to show something that's on the screen. Okay, so we've got that. Now I need a little bit of foam on the back of this one. Bump, bump, bump. So friggin' cute. Welcome to this Craftosphere. How did you find Debbie J? Thank you, Terry. No, I've got lots of foam already. I have foam. See, there's foam on that one. I just have to get another piece of foam, and there's foam on this one. But I need another heart for each of those. So I got to cut out 2 more. And then we can start working on our little bear. And you guys, I'm kind of now with all of this pretty blue. Craftosphere alert. Oh my goodness. That's a good idea, actually. What I'm kind of thinking is maybe leaving it mostly white, but bringing in a little blue around the edges. So it's like a light blue for our little bears. I think that would be cute. And the back part of them, the part that their heel goes down on, would be, of course, a little bit darker. So that would be a great way to do with inks. So I think that may work. And it would kind of pull together all of the colors because we don't have a lot of colors, but we do have purple and different shades of blue. And I think that's going to work. Okay, let's bring out the die cutting machine one more time. Moving things out of the way. And I need this one so that I can do those hearts again. And we're going to do one for this. We're going to do 2 more. We're going to do one for each of those. One in the light blue and one in the dark blue. Or the medium blue. Craftosphere alert. Yes, I think that'll be awesome. Okay, Christina says, mine was delivered yesterday, but I'm not home yet. Okay, so Lisa was saying, I can't wait for my kit to come in, the mask and bear slippers. Well, this is the Caboodle Bundle bonus, okay? Just saying, this is the Caboodle. I didn't mention that. I am so sorry. This is the Caboodle Bundle bonus that goes along with everything. So there's lots of different pieces. There's the otters and owls that are super cute. There is the section that is all about spa day. And that one is super cute. We're going to be playing with something again tonight. So be sure to come back that's going to be at 5 o'clock Eastern for you guys that aren't already coming to all the things. And if you are a member on my YouTube channel, which I don't have a way of doing discounts on that one, sorry. But if you are a member on my YouTube channel, we will be getting together at 4:30 Eastern for the pre-show. And right now, my audio and everything seems to be working okay. So hopefully we can just hang out and chat instead of be working on my setup. I also do not have a guest for tonight. We have been having a lot of guests like all last week. Well, not last week. I wasn't here. Last week I was here. Anyway, most of November we had lots of guests. Lisa says, yay, I get all 10 cat. Oh, yes, they are changing things up in January. And I just got mine. I just opened mine. And I'm actually surprised. The January stuff is awesome. And yeah, you're going to love it. I'm actually even going to be doing the stitching one. It's actually added into my batch. And I didn't remember that. I usually tell them, whatever you want me to do, I'll do. And if they make me select a few, then that's usually the one that I don't get because I don't stitch as much. But I have done more stitching this year. You guys saw that with all of the, yeah, like with poo. With those things. So there will be stitching of the month next month. And yeah, I did look at everything and it's like, oh, this is cool. That's part of my problem. I look at the things when I get them in because kind of have to when you're looking to see what is it and when's it due and that sort of thing. And then I get excited. And then it goes in it goes in my little cabinet over here, and I don't do anything with it for a month, and then I forget what's in there, and then I open it up and say, oh yeah, I forgot about this one. And I don't know if maybe some of you guys will have to tell me, does my excitement still tend to be there as much as you would expect, or is it not because I've already seen it? Lisa says, I got last year's Stitchmas, so I need to work on them now. I know. But I mean, I just went through all the stuff that I just got in for January and February, and it's like, I really need to go through what's in my stash so I can start getting rid of some things. The hard part is I want to be able to send them everywhere, and shipping prices are just a bear. So I need to work on that more too. I mean, cards they're getting more expensive to mail out. It's like, if it's just a standard card, it's like almost $1 per card, and lately I've been doing 30 plus a month just for y'all. And that is so cute. Those are cute. And then we've got if I do international, they cost more because it's an international stamp. And then if I do anything that is unusual, like with wax seals or something in there, that's like almost $2 for those. What am I doing? I'm looking for, this is what I need. I need this brush. Oh, this is cute. It's lighter. It's lighter than the others. And I'm doing it with what's left on there before I move on to the other things, okay? Because I want this to be mostly white. It's like still a soft white. And then these, I'm going to come back more. I'm willing to pay for shipping for crafty things. Okay, well, I do need to do more stuff. I mean, I know, and I am doing giveaways. We are going to still do that. I think I'm going to try to get everything ready to do the spinning of the wheel again tomorrow. And yeah, we're going to see how that goes. I am making this part, the part you step on, darker to go behind our little bases. I think that's about where I want it. Oh, that is darling.
Welcome to Housing 1994.
Ruth says, speaking of shipping, Mom and my sister went to the post office to post my Christmas cards plus 4 packages today. The total I owe her is 142 pounds. I know, right? Shipping is outrageous. But that, for you guys that do want to help out with shipping and stuff, most channels, including mine, have got some kind of a tip system in there where you can donate to your favorite streamers to help them with whatever expenses they need help with. One of the things I do have that I spend more money on, and part of it is just every time I look at the cost of it, it's like, oh my friggin' God. If I buy the stamps, I don't think about how much each one costs. If I'm sending out individual things, like one of the things that's going out to Miss Elizabeth, and I look at the cost, it's like, ugh. I mean, hers wasn't as bad. I looked at something for to go to another country, and it's like, oh my God, that is so friggin' expensive. So that means that person's getting something other than physical product, because it was more than what it cost more to ship than what I actually was sending out. That drives me bonkers. When postage costs more, oh, look at that. That is so cute. When postage costs more than the actual gift. That is just, yeah. And I use Pirate Ship, which means I get discounts already, but it still is crazy. Okay, I'm gonna cheat. I'm gonna pull out something that I have not edited the video for the unboxing yet, just so that I can use the sticky mat part of it to finish up the coloring on these, because I can. Actually, it's mostly for the inside of the ears, but still, these are they're yeah. And y'all can probably see the corner of what I'm doing. Thanks to Jen contributing more than half of the cost on this thing. I went ahead and got, because it was on a sale too. She also told me about the sale. I got myself the Stamp Wheel 2.0. And this is what I am using it for, is to hold these little guys down so I can actually color the pieces. And these I'm going to do light, so they're a little bit blue, but not a lot blue. There we go. So those are now done, because this saves so much time. And I did confirm this does not fit in my drawer, so I have to figure out where I'm going to put it. This is also the 2.0, which means this piece comes off. And they sent me the low grip sticky mat in the deal that it came with. And it was at a 40% discount. So yeah, let's go ahead and put these together on here since I have it out. So I will be using this more. And one thing I have to tell you.
Our program to bring you this important message. I love you. Now back to our show.
If you get one of these things and you have a glass mat like I do, it wants to stick. And I mean, I had it was stuck down enough that I had to pry it off because of the little sticky feet on there. And apparently I didn't have all of these stuck on there well. Let's put that back on there. So it does like to stay in place, which is really nice. It is really nice if you're expecting it. If you're not expecting it, that kind of sucks. But anyway, okay. Ruth says, my parcels to ECR cost me 25 pounds. The other friend was 17 pounds to Singapore. Oh, 17 pounds. And to a Singapore friend was 36 pounds. Yeah. And then you have to think about the exchange rates and stuff too. So I don't know what the exchange rate is compared, but I think it used to be, it's been so long since I've done exchange rates. I used to be on the international wire team when I was working for Schwab. So one of the things that I would do would be to quote the exchange rate when someone wanted to send an international wire. And they'd have to say yes or no, and then we would purchase the stuff and we would send the wire off for them. That's so cute. One reason I put the black mat underneath it is it's got the grid lines. Without it, you have to use the acetate sheet underneath, and that was something I still need to trim down. But I went ahead and put this under there because it's got that mark. I can see where my card's supposed to be. And I can see the white cardstock on top of it. So this is really cool. I do like this. But I just opened it yesterday, so I am going to be practicing with it and playing around with it and seeing how I like it and trying all the different types of techniques with it. And you guys will have to tell me if there's something you want me to try out with it. Come on, go on there and pick it up. You'll have to tell me if there's some techniques or whatever that you've seen done with the stamp wheel or you're curious about with the stamp wheel. You'll have to let me know what to try out. So I'm always up for sharing all the things. Hopefully I can get some of my goals accomplished this next year with project types that I want to do. I've been promising Cordelia for probably 4 years that I was going to do videos with the scan and cut. And you know what happens? I don't set up anything with that one for being able to video easily, or I get it started and then I never get around to actually doing the videos. I've got a camera over there, but I don't really like the setup. I don't like the glare, and that's why it hasn't happened. It's kind of me being picky. So I should probably just clean off enough space on my desk and record a series of videos and put them up. That's what I should probably do. Anybody else out there interested in the scan and cut? Tara wants to know if I bought the guides for it. No, I did not buy the guides. Those to me look like they are probably, I looked at what you're talking about. It's basically one so you can make sure your card is in the right spot and yada, 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 I think. When I saw the guides, I thought about it, but it really looks like corners that you could cut with either cardstock, or if you want to make sure you're using them long term and all that, you could do it out of stencil material and make it yourself. I believe you can, most tools, you can either make it yourself or you can buy it. And that's one that I wasn't sure enough that I wanted it. So I'm going to probably make mine, and I haven't gotten around to it. Lisa says, yes, the scan and cut. I've also got a Cricut Joy that is sitting here under my desk. I've got that. I've got the foil quill for the scan and cut. Okay, now you can see it's a bear. You can see it. It's so cute. Anyway, I've got the foil quill, so you can foil with your scan and cut. I've done artistry with my scan and cut, where I used the markers, the artistry markers, and had it draw the things. So I have a llama t-shirt. I don't really wear it that much, mostly because the fit is not really my thing. It's just that I don't like the way it fits on me. And I probably should have done the llama a different size. Okay, Tara says, yes, I bought the wrong size, so I'll send them to you. What? The acetate thingies that go, what do you mean you got the, how would you get the wrong size? I don't understand. I mean, you can, it's entirely up to you, but again, shipping sucks. ECR $33 and $22 for the other US. Yeah, I get it. I don't like shipping prices. They suck. Okay, this one, it looks like I got the back of the ear, the inside of the ear that you put along the back. I actually have it not quite placed right, so I'm going to trim that little bit off so that when I glue it down, it doesn't show. This one is a little bit too, but it's not as obvious as this first one. And I know that y'all don't mind because this is handmade, not Hallmark. Okay. And with most of the Simon Hurley inks on this, on one of the sticky mats like this, most of them aren't going to stain. I'm going to try to keep this one clean because my other one, my big one, is a mess. And that's because I used, I think that's where I used Versamark ink at one point on something. Oh, they are so cute. Only thing now I need for these is I need to do something for right behind the nose. And I think I'm going to just use, let's see, I think I'm going to use this darker blue. That'll pull that blue in. Yeah, that's going to be perfect. So I'm going to just cut a little bit of this blue from this scrap that would have been going into the bin and put that behind the little nose. Okay, and then a little bit on this one. I know this. I am thrilled with this. This is actually so friggin' cute. Okay, so now we need to start putting this together. Let me grab out a card base. I cut some heavyweight cardstock down into a couple of card bases, so I have one ready to. Okay, it doesn't want to move. Ready to go. This is another thing that makes it so cool. I like that big one that I've got, but with my limited amount of space, having things that I can pick up and move, y'all know that from me having my smaller glass board mat, my smaller glass board. It makes it so that you can just pick it up and move it out of the way to do something else without losing your place on what you had before. Yeah, I love that. This is probably going to be a new favorite tool, but the only problem is that it is big enough. I do not have a place near my desk to store it yet. I have to figure that part out. My drawers, they are about, where did I get it? I got it at Alta New. I will be adding a link down in the description, and I will be sharing the unboxing video that I recorded yesterday. In the next couple of days, I just have to get it edited, finalized. It's not going to be a big edit. It's kind of intro, outro, thumbnail, those kind of things, because that's what I've been doing with most of mine. I don't even do voiceovers anymore, unless I have to. If I have to add some kind of info, then I'll do a voiceover, but most of the time, nope, doesn't happen. So another thing this is going to be good for, I'm trying it out now because I'm assuming, because I can put this right up in the edge there, just like you could in your MISTI, but I have to say that having the lid in the way, I'm going to be using them both. And I think I have to trim some stuff still. This is not all the way in the corner because this is not liking it. I have to reposition things, but that's okay. Having it up against the corner there, I'm going to be able to adhere this down right up into the corner, I think. And I'm now noticing that this is a little bit crooked. When I put my frame, it was a little bit crooked. And I have to see if I can fix it. It's like the whole side. So it's off the end down here and it's off the end down there. So now I have to move my frame. Come on. And try not to break it. Jen says, I uses both too. Exactly. So one of the first things I'm going to do right after the stream is update the supply list down in the description to reflect the things that we are playing with today. Because right now it should have just the, basically just the Advent Calendar. I think that made it straight. That looks pretty good. I mean, this part on the end is a little bit off, but I think that that's still okay. I'm going to go with it, I think. I'm going to go with it. So to make it so that it sticks on here, I either need to use foam.
Refreshing. Thanks,
This is puffed up enough. Makes me think I don't want to use foam. Either foam or double-sided adhesive. So let's use some more of that Altenew double-sided adhesive. And I'm going to go right up to the edge. Or right close to the edge. And one reason why I'm using this is, again, we've got that acetate, and acetate, I like it better when I'm using it with a double-sided adhesive. Of course, when I first started making cards, I did a lot with double-sided adhesive because I think that's what most people were doing. I'm squirming when you do it. It would rip on me. I was being very, very careful. And you have to remember, I was removing, it was double-sided adhesive stuck to acetate. So that's one reason why it was working. The bad part I've had with using double-sided adhesive, and one reason why I don't use it that much on my cards anymore, is because a lot of times, probably because of the humidity here in Florida, a lot of times it would, over a lot of time, like several years, it would wind up, the adhesive would stop sticking. And that bugs me. I mean, if I put something together, I want it to work. I did do what was it? A few years ago, I actually have a video up on it, a liquid shaker card. I did one. And it went in my stash. I never gave it away. Hi, Sylvia. The tab trick. Yeah, well, you're talking about having yeah, I've done that before too. I just don't do it that much anymore. But the adhesive would stop. It basically stopped holding, and the liquid shaker card that I did, the bag, I guess, I don't really understand. Something happened with what was in it, and I think it was just like soap or something that I used. With it, soap or glycerin or lotion, something. It may have been hand sanitizer, but the thing blew up. And all the adhesive came loose. I had to completely remake it without any kind of a shaker in it. Okay, running that right up against the edge there. There we go. So welcome in, Sylvia. Yeah, I think you're talking about where you put the pieces down and then you fold up the sides. I have done that. It definitely helps when you're wanting to position things straight, especially if you're not good at it yet and haven't had a lot of practice yet. I have had more practice. I still don't get it always right, and there's lots of different tools that you can use. Lisa says it dries out here in Arizona, so she doesn't use it much. She uses it mostly for doing book covers. Right. When I'm using it on acetate, when I do it on plastic, that's what I use, even though it's probably not going to stay there forever, but it does stick better and faster than if you try to use liquid glue. If I'm using it on, say, a big 3D project kind of thing, and I want it to stick fast and I don't have time to hold on to it, it's better to use both liquid and double-sided tape. And the same kind of thing when you're using a tape runner. Tape runner is basically that dry adhesive. Okay, so we can do... Oh. I'm kind of liking it like that, but these little guys need some foam because they're not popped up like the others. So these guys need foam. Who agrees with me that we need some foam? And this is going to be stuck to the acetate too. And of course, because it is stuck to the acetate too, it's possible you could probably pull it off if you needed to and rearrange it when you get your card. So this is almost done. I just need to do the sentiment and add these little bits on. So I'm going to go ahead and reset because Terry Cooper did the thing. She was playing in Tangio. I'm going to go ahead and reset our giveaway, and we're going to start the giveaway. Let me move that out of the way and move that out of the way, and then hit the reset button. Okay, and then we're going to start our giveaway, so you guys will be able to win this card. So if you want to win, type into the chat !join to get in on the giveaway, because we will be drawing for that in just a couple of minutes. I know, this is just friggin' adorable. And it is like a soft, soothing blue. I do love it. It's probably more blue than what I was thinking of to begin with, because I was thinking, of course, purple. But we do have that purple in there. Okay, so far I have not seen Mary, so I don't know that she is here or if she's going live today, because I don't see her in here anywhere. Let me see if she is live on her channel. Nope, she is not live at the moment. Okay, so these need to have some double-sided adhesive on them. So the back layer is going to be flat onto the shaker window, and these are going to be popped up from the shaker window. 19 people in the drawing so far. And again, we will be going live again at 5 p.m. Eastern. And if you want to hang out with me during our members only live, you do need to be a member on the YouTube side. If you're not a member yet, you should see a link down below the video to join my membership. Bump, bump, bump. This is really cute. The folks that aren't here today for whatever reason, the folks that aren't here today watching this one are going to be kicking themselves that they weren't here to get in on the giveaway, right? These are so cute. Oh, I love that. It also kind of makes me think of a bikini, to be honest. It's like, I don't know why, but it kind of does. Oh, and thank you for that. So somebody joined my new membership. Somebody with, Jen put in there about Spark. So that is not the membership I'm talking about for the members only live stream. Yeah, Mary's Crafty Creations, who I'm talking about, who just got affiliate status, but I haven't seen her in here yet for me to do her special shout out. And I did say I'm going to put one here. There we go. For us to do that. And I have been rating off to her most days over the last week or so, because she's also doing the Advent Calendar series, but she's been starting right after I get done. And I've been trying to keep it right at 2 hours. And Tuesdays a day, I kind of need to try to keep it at 2 hours because I have got other stuff I've got to get done before we get started again at 4:30. Okay, there's that one. I haven't even looked at the sentiments, so I don't know what we're doing with the sentiment yet, but I will be stamping that out. And I think I'll use my stamp wheel to do it. You can't wait to see her intro again? think part of it is where I don't go over there to see it. I'm going to have to see what's going on. I have to go back and watch the replay from yesterday or something. Okay, so there we go. And again, it is a shaker. So we've got all the little shaker bits behind there. She said after work. Oh, so she's not going on until this afternoon. Okay, that makes sense. I didn't know she was going back to work today. I know she's been off the last few days, but I haven't actually chatted with her. And as usual, I got so much stuff to do after I get done streaming that I can't always. Yeah, I try to be in there, but I'm usually lurking because I got so many other things to do. The one I sent in Discord yesterday. Okay, so she said it in yesterday's live. Okay, no worries. Like I said, I was in her chat, but I wasn't in her chat, if that makes sense. So I was doing other things. All right, we still need to do the sentiment. Where did I put my sentiments? They're probably still in the bag. Okay. So the clear stamp and die of the month is not in my bag because I took it out and now I don't know where I put it. I think Jen stole it. Okay. Putting things away so that I can find things. That is there we go. That's how it works. I put things away and that's how I find things. So I did use this sentiment set once. I used the Just Because You're You on that really cute bird one that we did last week. So this one is, we have Unwind and Refresh on Me. That would go good with this. Wrapped in Care, Because You Deserve More Me Time. That one would work. Still Crushing on You, For My Forever Friend, Thinking About You Today, You're Stuck With Me, Let's Do This Together, Because Real Friends Still Send Cards. I love that. You're My Favorite Person. Have a Self-Love Day on Me. I think I like the Because You Deserve More Me Time. So that's the one we're going to use for this one. And for you guys that have not looked at or tried out the stamp wheel or the stamp wheel 2.0, did I take the stamp off? It will not fit on that scrap. I need another scrap. So I'm going to put a piece of white cardstock down, just anywhere, doesn't matter where. Pressing it down into my mat there. And then we're going to pull out one of the stamps. And we're going to do Because You Deserve More Me Time. And just place it right down on there. And then we're going to take this big flower-shaped thing here, okay? And it goes into these little grooves there. Presses right down. And it's kind of a tight fit. I've been having trouble getting it back in there. Okay. Oh, thank you for the sub. Back to Scrappin'. Just subscribed over on my YouTube, on my Twitch channel with their Amazon Prime. So thank you so much. Because you could use that anywhere. So we got to flip it over. We're going to use, which blue do I want to use? Because I didn't actually pull out any of my Simon Hurley blue inks. I just used what was on the brush. And I rearranged these a little bit today. Ooh, I think is that one too green? That's Loch Ness. Clear Skies is a bit light. The one that I usually use for darker colors is this one, which is my Midnight Snack. Only problem I have with my Midnight Snack is that the ink pad, when I got it, one side was not as glued down as it needs to be. So I tried gluing it down with some hot glue. So that means I've got a corner that is a little higher than it should be. So I'm going to try doing it with this other side. Okay. And then we just flip it over. Put it back into those little slots. It is a tight fit over here. And press it down. And there we go. Perfect. Yay, you got the free Prime sub to work. Yay! Fabulous. So thank you so much for your support, guys. Let's go ahead and clean this up. Here's something else neat. It's like I can clean this up without having to worry about whether or not I get any water on my paper. That is kind of cool too, because it's completely protecting my paper. So I do have a die for this one too, so that is cool. So I can use one of the dies. And this is big enough, I would be able to do if I wanted to do all of these, I could fill up this paper, this thing as much as I wanted to and be able to get a lot of stuff done all in one stamping. That is one thing that's really nice about how big this one is. It's, let's see, this one is, the platform itself, the stamp area is 9 by 9. Yeah, this thing is huge. I think it's this one. Yep, it's that one. So we are almost done. If anybody else wants to get in on the giveaway, this is the time to do it. I know, she wants the 3.0 that does not yet exist. And I think that's because she wants it to be 12 by 12. Which means instead of it being a 9-inch, 3 inches wider, 3 inches taller. But again, where the heck you gonna put the thing? It does not fit in my desk. I need my die cutting machine again. And I need the plate. Where'd I put there's the plate, or a plate. This time I'm going to be careful and use my magnetic magic mat. Sometimes it's a good idea to have the right tools, right? And this is just going to hold it in place so I don't cut this out crooked. I find the stamp wheel to set in a slant, filling the top. Yeah, okay. I'm going to pop that up. I find with the stamp wheel to set in a slant, filling the top first and then the sides and then a nice bottom, just to make sure, that it's as nice. And I haven't gotten used to it enough. Like I said, I just opened this yesterday afternoon, okay? Yesterday afternoon. So I didn't get the chance to do much with it yet. So I will try that out. But I'm still, part of my brain is like, I don't know for sure how snug that is up against my stamp to know whether or not it's going to cause any, if I put it in there wrong and I put it in place wrong and then get it in there snug wrong, is it going to stamp in the wrong spot? And then when I press it down, is it going to stamp right? I've only tried it with stamping like twice so far, and I've been extra careful, so I have to experiment with it a bit to see if it's going to do what I want it to do with the way that I tend to do things. Oh, that's cute. Okay, we're going to put this one up on some foam too. I know, lots of foam, right? Foam and shaker and all the things. This is so stinking adorable. It really is. I get tickled. I'm sorry. And I think I cut that foam a little bit big. Let me trim it down a little bit. You put yours back in the box and lean at the side of my tape. I may do that. That's what I've been doing with my Better Press. It's been in the box. You guys have seen that for the last 2 years. Yeah, I've had it in the box, and right now it's under my desk because I did finally slide it into the drawer over here. But then when I tried to put the stamp wheel in the drawer, it didn't work. I also had put the box in my junk room to get it out of this area. So I may have to just bring that one back out and put it back in the box and have it stored under my desk like that. So, because like I said, I don't really have a home for it yet. And I'm going to put that at an angle. And there we go. So that is our finished card for today. There's a lot going on in there, and you got a lot of different... I mean, this one does not have the white space that we talk about. It does have blue space. It has a lot of blue space. But, I mean, the background has got that texture from the embossing folder, right? And then you've got these cute little guys on the front. And then you've got the texture in the frame. It's got a ton. Oh, Jen, thank you. She says, I may not have a home for it, but at least it's in my home. I know. Thank you. Well, that's the thing. I never did get a notification from shop saying that it was being delivered until basically until after I got it. I did see in my... Actually, I got the notification yesterday morning. But until then, I had no idea. It was basically, oh, it's been sitting here getting ready to ship. And then like 2 days ago, it finally said it's shipped. And then it's here. It was really quick. So that was cool. And so when Todd came home from the office yesterday, he went in early so he can come home early so he could get a little bit done in the yard. So he came home and he brought the thing straight in here to me. Okay, so we're going to give this one away. Let's give you guys a closer look. If I can bring up the right thing that has the things. Main. There we go. So here's our card. And we have 22 people in the drawing. Does anybody else want to get in before I hit the drum roll button? If you want to be in on the giveaway, you need to do so now. Yes, we just finished up the card. Look at this, Cordelia. Okay, I have to zoom out so you can see it a little bit better. Zoom back out. Here we go. Isn't this cute? Honey, it's still the replay is always up. You're always welcome, honey. I've been getting started at noon. Hi, Gigi. Welcome in. So I've been starting the live streams at noon, and then we're going to have another one because today is Tuesday. We will have another one tonight at 5 p.m. Eastern using the clubs from Spellbinders. This one is a combination, the clubs and the advent calendar for today. The advent calendar was these purple sequins. So that was the idea. I combined purple sequins and this blue-green iridescent sequin in the back in a shaker card using a a Rabbit Hole Designs. I think I still have them out over here, but a Rabbit Hole Designs infinity shaker that I got from Pearblossom Press, and the add-on, the club add-on. If you get the Caboodle bundle, that's what all the dies are from. So fun. And we used a 2D embossing folder from I will put all the products down in the description for you guys so you'll know all the things. But yeah, so this one has the embossing folder of the month. This is actually from this is from the Happier Hour, and it is the Linear Touch Rectangles, which makes this fluted frame that is so pretty. The dies for the mask and the cute little slippers are from the Caboodle Bundle bonus that came out this month. And then the sentiment is the Stamp and Die of the Month. I had just caught that. Thanks. Yes, everything has to miss my sparkling with it. What? Yes, we miss you all the time, honey. I hate that I never see you in here. I mean, come on. You are probably one of the people that have been following my channel and subscribed to my channel for the absolute longest, and I never get to see you anymore because you work too darn much. I miss you. Spellbinders still hasn't shipped mine. They say end of month. Yeah, that's kind of how it works, honey. If you have got any of the clubs, I'm just going to go ahead and let you know this is kind of how it works. If you are signed up for any of the clubs, it is a subscription, but It is a subscription, but you have until about the 6th of the month that you can cancel any of them if you decide that you don't want it. Here is a recommendation that one of the folks from the chat has told me in the past, because I didn't realize this. If you are signed up for one of the clubs and there's a different one that you want, say you have the large die of the month and you decide, I don't really want the large die of the month this month, but I really want the 3D embossing folder of the month. Before the 6th of the month,
Welcome to
before the 6th, make sure that you add on the one you want before you get rid of or cancel the one you don't. The reason for that is that if you cancel first, you won't be in that first round that can get the stuff shipped early. Okay? The folks that are already members, are already in one of the clubs, already a member of one of the Spellbinders clubs, they get their stuff first. So they make sure all of those are taken care of. The existing club members are done first, and then they go to the people that are signing up new. It's just the way that they work. It's an extra perk for having already been on their subscription plan. So just to let you know, because I messed that up and had to wait until almost the beginning of the following month to be able to show you all the stuff, because I didn't get one of the clubs as part of the free stuff that Spellbinder sends me for being an influencer. I don't get all the things, and sometimes the stuff I miss, I want badly, so I buy it too. I'm just like you guys. Okay, so this is what we've got. We have 25, or is that 26? Maybe 26 people in the chat. If you want in on the giveaway and you have not already typed into the chat !join, go ahead and enter now. I'm going to go ahead and do the drum roll, which I think I'm going to change the drum roll a little bit at some point and add a shopping rabbit hole. I go on there all the time. Whenever there's a new sale, well, there's always a new sale, but regularly I go in there and look through the sales, and it's like, oh, I have this one. These are some things that came out 6 months ago. They're still there. And I get excited because a lot of the stuff that Spellbinders has, they keep on the website. I mean, they keep it. They get a big enough supply of all the things so that you guys can get it even after the clubs are over with. There are some things that are... Yes, so join the new club and then cancel the old one. Exactly. I did the opposite and didn't realize that I did it wrong. So yeah. They also give early access to other things besides just the club. Sometimes some sales you get earlier access to than folks do. Different things like that. So being a member of one of their clubs is always a good perk. Alrighty. Are we ready to do the drum roll? Anybody else getting in on the giveaway before I hit the button? Because I'm hovering over the drum roll button. Y'all got to tell me. Y'all ready? Yes. So, yeah. Bonnie says, I have gotten clubs from years back due to them having stock. Exactly. And usually you can, sometimes you have to pay more for some of the older things, and sometimes they put them on sale and you can pay less for them. So there's really no way for you to know how you're going to save the most amount, but the best way to get a hold of anything is to make sure that you are a member of one of the subscriptions. Okay, Deborah is ready to go. And I probably shouldn't say that, because you know what? My affiliate links only work when you sign up for one. The following month, I don't get anything on that. But that does mean that if you switch them, make sure you're using my affiliate links so I get credit again. Okay, everybody looks like they are ready to go. Yes, Lisa says, and 10% more off all items if you're a club member. Absolutely. You get discounts at Spellbinders if you are a member of one of the clubs. But always click my link. I forgot to cancel first, so I got duplicates. I've done that before too. I've actually gotten stuff that I didn't exactly want because I forgot to cancel something. Yeah, I've done that. I think we've all done that. It just means keep an eye on there. If it's one of your favorite companies, keep an eye on the stuff. Yeah. I begged them to bring back Craftoween, but no, and that's when I heard the perks of a club member. It was still no. Yeah, with Craftoween, what happened with that one is they completely sold out. They didn't have any left to give. That's the problem. It's a good problem, but it's a bad problem. So it's where yeah. When they came out with Craftoween, it was so popular, it sold out very quickly. It sold out before we were able to actually share any of the stuff. So I have a feeling they'll probably bring out a new Craftoween next year. And who knows, maybe they will adjust the quantity they get in based on how well it did this year. That's kind of what a lot of companies do. Some of the companies that don't keep things around for that long, it's because they don't expect it to sell out quite as fast, number one, and it's expensive to do another run. I mean, they have to know they're going to sell it all or they can't afford to do it. It's just a thing. Kelly says, happy National Christmas Card Day. This was not a Christmas card, though. Okay, I'm going to stop yapping, and we're going to go ahead and do the drum roll because it doesn't look like anybody else has gotten in on the giveaway. Has anybody told Smalls and that they are... I'm sure that it will be, Gigi. Absolutely. I have no doubt. Most of the stuff that Spellbinders puts out is fabulous. I'd say I love probably like at least 90%. Some of the stuff is not really my style, and that's the part of the 10% that's not my fave. But most of the things I absolutely love. I absolutely adore it. Okay, Gigi, did you get in on the giveaway? I want to just double check. It was ! Join. Want to make sure you did get in on that one. Idolai just got in on it. Yay, which probably means she was in on it on one side and not on the other, so she just did a double dip. And that's okay, because I love you. Who's not online? So Jen, I was asking about Mary earlier, if that's who you're talking about. Someone mentioned that she's had to go to work today and she's going to come back on later tonight. Oh, Small's not online. Okay, so she's probably sleeping. Yeah, there's health things going on with Small, so everybody make sure to send her lots of love. Okay. So, alrighty. Yes. Bonnie says, I love how they do let you switch as much and as often as you want. Love them for that because I have switched clubs multiple times. Absolutely. Sometimes there's going to be something that's really not your thing and you want to get use out of it, and they want you to get use out of it too. I mean, it is what it is, you know? Okay, we're going to go ahead and drum roll because I'm tired of waiting. Here, and I have stuff to do. So here we go. And the winner for today's Because You Deserve Me Time card is going to be Cordelia. What? Cordelia, you won this time, honey. You get this cute shaker card that you didn't actually get to watch me make because you weren't here. So congratulations, everybody. Congratulate Miss Cordelia. I will see you guys. Oh, we have to do the roll credits. So I'm going to roll the credits in just a minute. But I do want to remind you that I am going to be live again at 5 p.m. Eastern. We're going to be playing again with the new clubs from Spellbinders. So the shaker bits are from the Advent Calendar today. The design, all of the dies are from the clubs this month, and we've got more fun things to play with. Oh my goodness. Ruth says she got my face again when she was taking card picks again. So she's doing it with the video up in the background. So you guys be sure to be here again at 5 p.m. Eastern. If you are a member on my YouTube channel, be sure to be around 4:30 Eastern for some little chat time with me. Just members only. If you're not a member yet, you can still join that over on YouTube. And of course, right now we have the gift stubs that are at 35% off over on Twitch. That's going to be going on until around, I think it's 7 o'clock tonight. So at any point you can gift subs over there and save funds. If you do it while I'm live, then of course everything goes up on the screen and people get to see what you did. Okay, guys, I'm going to see you guys in a bit. Let me go ahead and roll the credits so I can give you guys lots of thanks. So thank you to all of my members. And is this working? It's not working right. I have to fix all the things. I'm going to go ahead and say it though. Thank you to everybody who's participated in the chat, for everyone who has all the people that are subscribed to my YouTube channel and members on YouTube and subs over on Twitch and all the people. Thank you guys so much for all the support that you give me every single day. And I will see members on YouTube at 4:30 Eastern, and everybody else, I will see you guys at 5 p.m. Eastern today to play with some more Spellbinders products. And I will be updating the description right after we get done here today. Should have the other one mostly correct before we get started there. So anyway, I will see you guys later. I love y'all, and y'all have I'm going to, yeah, that's what else I need to do. I need to first make it so I can see the screen. So we are going to first, here's the giveaway form. Why does it say Maureen? It wasn't Maureen. What? Things are weird. It was Cordelia, right? It did say Cordelia. Anyhow, yeah. We're gonna, what am I doing? I'm going to raid off to someone on Twitch, and then I may look and see if there's anybody to redirect to on YouTube. But if you want to go ahead and support one of our crafty buddies over on Twitch, be sure to stick around over there while I pick somebody to raid. So who's it gonna be today? Who is live? We have Silver the Diamond Witch. Says she's working on her green tree blanket today. We have KB Fibers working on an advent calendar, advent puzzle. Yarnia is doing some, it looks like she's doing either crochet or knitting. And Floating Bento Box is holiday tree decorating and ornament making. I still need to do ornaments. I haven't done that. Okay, I am just going to randomly, we haven't gone over to Silver in a bit. Let's go over and say hello to Silver the Diamond Witch. We're going to go ahead and raid off to her. And it looks like this might be, it looks like it's diamond painting. Of course it is, because she's the Diamond Witch. So we're going to go ahead and raid off to her, guys. And I will see you, like I said, I will be seeing you guys this afternoon. I'm going to also check on YouTube and see whether or not we have a, have someone over that I can actually redirect to. It's probably not, but that's just how it is. So I will see you guys in the chatty chat over on the Twitch side. So that one is done. And then let me just double check over on the YouTube side and see if there's anything I can do over there. Where is a good place for me to look at that? Oh, and you guys are probably able, you guys are able to see the chat from her stream too. That is fun. Okay. Actually, I have it set up right now to redirect to this afternoon's, but let's see if there's anybody else. It's harder to pick when I'm on this one because I can't tell what time the things are. It doesn't look like anybody is currently live. Okay, I will just see you guys this afternoon, and thank you again for being here with me, guys, and I will see you guys at 4:30 for members, 5 o'clock for everybody else. Bye, guys.